All right, let's look at the practice exam 1, problem number 8. All right, so it says this. The accountants at Toy Stuff determine the following price, demand, and cost equations. So we have a price function and a cost function. Determine the production level X for which a profit is positive. All right, so let's do that. All right, so in order to find the profit, we need to find the revenue first. So let's find the revenue. So R of X is simply price times the production level X, right? And we know that price function is up here. So I'm going to just plug this guy in right here. All right, so we're going to get the quantity 400 minus 0.1x, then you have to multiply by x, right? So I'm going to just go ahead and distribute the x to first term, which is 400, and also negative 0.1x, right? So you're going to have 400x minus 0.1x squared. All right, so that's the revenue function. And profit is simply the difference between the revenue and the cost. So the profit function, I'm going to call it P of X, is going to be R of X, revenue function, minus the cost function, right? So revenue function we just found, it's a 400x minus 0.1x squared. And then we're going to subtract that. Cost function. So cost function is up here. So it's given here. So I guess I'm going to just shove that in here. All right. So it's 600 plus 200x minus 0.03 x squared, right? And I'm going to go ahead and distribute this negative sign to each term, right? So do that, right? So we're going to get this. Right, so I'm going to leave the first two terms for now. All right, so the negative sign is distributed, so it's a negative 600, right? Minus 200x, and this is going to be a plus 0.03 x squared, right? And let's collect the like terms. So let's collect the x squared term. So you have a negative 0.1 x squared, and there's going to be a positive 0.03 x squared. Once you combine that, you're going to get negative 0.07 x squared. All right, then we combine, let's see, x term. So you have 400x sitting here, and then we have minus 200x. So it's going to be a plus 200x. And what's left is negative 600. So we're going to minus 600. All right. Then what we want to do is we want to make sure that this is positive. And you can see that this is the quadratic function. So if you sketch a ballpark picture, we know that this is going to be a parabola. And if you pay attention to the leading term is negative, which means that the parabola is going to face down. So here is my ballpark picture of the parabola facing down. All right, and this is my x-axis. Right, and in order to get a positive profit, so the graph should be above the x-axis. So we're looking at these guys right here. So it's above the x-axis. All right, so we need to find the value here. So this is a starting value, and that's going to be the ending value. All right, so I'm going to cheat a little bit here. So I'm going to use, since this is not a very nice quadratic function, I'm going to open up a calculator. All right, then I'm going to just type in this function. So it's going to be negative 0.07 x squared plus 200 x minus 600. All right, then hit enter. All right, so now the calculator knows this profit function. All right, let's sketch this. And the window size, this is a little bit tricky, but the window size, negative 10 is fine, but x max to be actually fairly large. So I'm going to try 5,000. It might not be or too big or not big enough. And then y min is negative 10 is fine, but the y max should be really big. I'm going to put the 200,000. All right, then I'm going to graph this. Oop, I messed it up somewhere, so I'm probably the window size. I messed it up. So let's see. Quit. So I guess I choose 1. All right, and then go to window size. Negative 10, 5,000, negative 10. I don't know what's going on. Maybe did I put the, oops, sorry. All right, I'm gonna clear that, and then maybe I'll just put negative 10 x max. All right, and then maybe I just, oh, maybe this is this negative sign, right? Oh, okay, that's probably why. Sorry. All right, hit all right. All right, so we have a nice, facing down parabola. And what we want to do is we want to find x-intercept or zeros. So we can do second trace. All right, then 0 is number 2, so put number 2. All right, and let's find 0 here. So left bound, yes, and then you're going to go all the way past that, and then maybe hit enter. All right, then just enter again. All right, so you can see that you have 2,854 about. All right, so I'm going to put 2,854, right, approximately. All right, how about the other one? All right, I'm going to, let's see. Always in front. All right, let's find the other one. So we're going to do second and a trace. All right, and we're going to find the 0. All right, so left bound, we're going to have to go all the way. So that's going to take a while. All right, left bound. All right, I'm going to go there. I might be able to just type in the number. All right, so we got that. All right. And right bound, go past that's enough, and then here, yes. All right, so you can see that the smaller 0 is going to be about 3. All right, so we're going to put 3 there. All right, so we want the x to be between 3 and the 2,854. All right, so the answer is x is between 3 and 2,854. Right. I think the answer key has the equality included, but since the profit is positive, I should probably put strict inequalities there. So x should be between 3 and, this is approximation though, 3 and 2,854. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.